Hi there, it's me Joe again, and today I'd like to tell you a story about one of my old students. Her name was Nancy. So this is a story about one of my students named Nancy who had some trouble in class, but she overcame her troubles. Alright? So a few years back I was teaching our highest level at our program here at my university. It's called Level 6. If the students pass this level, then they can go into our university. So these are very high level students, and it's a lot of work. The first week we're there, the first class actually, I get the students to write essays. And then I hand back these essays so they can see how well they did and where they stand and what they have to improve on during the semester. I tell them that to pass this class, I want to see work where it doesn't have to be perfect, but they have to be less than one mistake per sentence. All right? So if you make a little mistake in a sentence, it doesn't have to be perfect, but people can still understand it. So if you said, for example, my father have 2 cars, you can still understand what they mean. My father have is a mistake, but you understand. So I get them to write essays, and then I show them how many sentences are in it, and I show them how many mistakes they made. Anyway, most of them get about 2 mistakes per sentence to start off with, sometimes as high as 3. Anyway, this girl Nancy, she was from China, and she handed in her essay, and I checked it, and when I gave it back to her, I could see that she was almost crying, because she had written about 15 sentences, and she had 73 mistakes. So that's almost 5 mistakes in every sentence, right? That is not very high-level writing, but I'm still not surprised by it because it's possible to make those many mistakes because mistakes are easy to make, all right? So I talked to her a little bit and I told her that she can certainly keep trying, and I think she's not in danger yet. In her mind, she was thinking perhaps she had failed already on the first day. But what she did was extraordinary. Every day for the next 2 weeks, because we weren't writing another essay until 2 weeks later, the 3rd week of term, she gave me an essay. She went home and she wrote an essay at night on top of her other reading and other homework. And she'd bring it in, and during break time or before class, she'd give it to me to check and talk to me about it. And she did this every night for 14 nights. Okay? The next essay that we wrote was much better. She was down to about 35 mistakes. So she halved her mistakes. All right? About 20 sentences, 18 sentences, and 35 mistakes. Much, much better. She was still the lowest in the class, but she had improved immensely. She didn't stop. She kept writing. Every night she wrote an extra essay, right? She kept asking me for different essay questions, and then she'd write an essay for me. I'd check it over for her. And 2 weeks after that, week 5, she had 20 sentences and 26 mistakes. Almost perfect, all right? Perfect for us. It doesn't have to be perfect grammar. It just has to be very, very clear. She didn't stop. And at the end of the semester, we wrote one final essay, right? And she had only 14 mistakes. Over 20 sentences in it, and only 14 mistakes. So less than 1 mistake per sentence. It was incredible. She started out with a piece of garbage, but through her hard work and asking the right questions and trying her best, she improved in 8 weeks' time, and now she has already graduated from university. I believe she has a job now in Vancouver, Canada, and she makes more money than I do. So good luck to her, and I always tell my students that story because I want them to learn from her courage and her hard work. So wherever you are, Nancy, if you see this video, I hope you're happy, and I appreciate everything you did for all the students in my classes. So that's my story for today. Until next time, bye-bye.